We ready for one more? Let's go. So if you've watched the last few videos, you will see that we've been making good progress with the carbon fibre body kit. In the last episode, we got the rear on, got the diffuser and stuff all fitted up, all the little fins and everything. And then before that, we had the side panels, the side skirts and the front arches on. So now we're at the point where I can get the A-pillars on. We're just waiting on the glue drying from the last episode. That should all be done now, and get the masking tape off and get them put on. Front bumper, got a little bit of work to do to the front bumper. When I made the bumper, I never allowed enough here on this edge to where it fixes on to the front support panel. And also I'm going to need to make a few bracket points up under here. Maybe 3 or 4 bonds and brackets on that I can then screw up this bumper onto that to attach it. It still sits on the headlight rest there on both sides, and also the bumper I'm going to have to mesh the openings. I think there's the big 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 each side there, and I've got the daytime running lights here, so I've got them to kind of bond in somehow as well. So yeah, I'll need to get a thinking hat on for that. Get that done in this video. And the other thing we'll do is we'll do the mirrors. Got some craft square mirrors here. That shouldn't take too long to put on, just some bolts and stuff. We'll get that on. So yeah, stay tuned guys, we'll get to it, and that'll be the bulk of the work done for it. Okay guys, happy. I've only got 2 fixings out of the 4 in each side just now. So, get a bit of an idea of how it's all going to look. Now the issue is at the moment I've got a little bit of bumper sag here, so you need to tip the bumper up a bit. So my plan is I'm going to have to pack up the bottom of this bumper ever so slightly just to get that to where I need it to be. And then we open it back up. And then once I've got it where I need it to be, this is a bit awkward because I need to get you something, hang on. I should really put the pistons back on the bonnet now, but all right, here we go. Right, so once I have the bumper up a bit where I want it to be, I'm going to bond this carbon plate on, and that will then become part of the bumper. So I'll reinforce it I'll put the resin on it again, quick resin, and that will bond it. And then I'll put another piece underneath it to reinforce the bottom of it as well. And that way that will be part of the bumper. And hopefully that allows me to just position it where it needs to be. So with this on, I'll be able to just lift it up that little bit. Perfect. Then once we've got our heights here, we can start looking under the car and figure out where the splitter is going to come. So I think, so this lip's quite thick, but it's hollow at the back here. So I'm going to just trim this off, I believe about half the curve on it. And then that's where the splitter will come up onto the bottom of it. I'll need to double check my heights. But going with the side skirts, the bumper definitely sits a bit lower because I had bonded on this lip here. We'll wait and see, because definitely the bumper is lower than the side skirts. So I might cut a little bit more off it. We'll get a bit of a play around with it and see. So next job is to bond this piece, and then I will take it back off and I'll get the lights in either side. So let's do that. Well, it's about 2 hours later from where I stopped the video, where I was planning and just buttoning this up. By the time I put the headlights in, I still had to trim round about the bumper here. Now I've still got a little bit more trimming to do, but it's going to be coming back on and off to do the splitter in the next episode. So I think it's fitting up quite good. The distance between kind of the edge of the bumper and the side skirt are the same on both sides, which is nice. The bonnet line's not too bad. Once I get my rubber seal on this, it'll be pretty good. I needed to take off the bonnet latch. I'll need to do a little bit of adjustment on that. It won't adjust high enough. I think it's just because we've added this thickness here. So I need to do a little bit of adjustment on that. But considering it's a kind of, I've made it all myself, this the lines aren't too bad. Maybe try and push this wing in a little bit that way if I can. But yeah, everything else is okay. DRLs, the mesh. Only problem is I put these little vents in. I was going to duct the brake discs. So I've got this little vent in here and I'm going to put the hose and stuff onto it. But then over the other side, I hadn't really thought about it. And it's hitting the washer bottle. So probably just going to end up being a kind of decorative thing. It filled that gap anyway. Yeah, so I hope you like that, guys. In the next episode, we will get on to the front splitter and then a quick little peek over here. You'll see the pink pieces that I've got for the interior and the headlights. So I'll need to start getting all the little jobs done. Once the splitter's done, we'll get that skinned along with a couple of little fins. I don't think I showed you them, 2 little seconds. So this is just a template just now. I think they go on somewhere like that. They'll be a bit thicker, they'll be roughly the same thickness as the side skirt. So I've got 2 of them to make alongside the splitter, and I have a small lip spoiler for the back that needs to be done as well at the same time. So headlights, all the carbon work, and then once that's done, it's a case of just buttoning everything back up and then finding a way to get down to gravity. Fingers crossed I can sort that out as well. Alright, till the next episode, see you then.